Hey guys, today I'd like to talk about a girl who was from my hometown of Steubenville, Ohio. Her name was Barbara Ann Barnes. Barbara was born on August 12, 1982. She and her family lived in the LaBelle section of Steubenville. She was known to her family as Barbie. She was in the 8th grade at Harding Middle School. She sang in the choir. She was a soft-spoken girl who was the top student. She actually lived on the same street as I did at the time of her disappearance, Euclid Avenue. I didn't know Barbara. She was a little bit younger than I was, so we didn't talk or, anything like that. But I do remember seeing her walk to and from school, and she was always by herself. Sometimes she would wave. She seemed very shy and very quiet, but also very sweet. On December 7th, 1995, Barbara left for school. It was a typical morning, and a classmate actually saw her walking to school that morning. He somehow got distracted, and when he turned around, she was gone. Barbara never made it to school that morning. We know that she left as a neighbor waved to her as she walked past, and like I said, a schoolmate saw her. In the months before she disappeared, I need to add this in, her father had been shot to death in 1989. Apparently he was in an argument and someone shot him to death. And of course this affected Barbara to the point where her personality changed. Barbara's body was found in February of 1996. February 22nd, actually. It was buried in a shallow grave next to a creek in Pennsylvania near Pittsburgh International Airport. Her body was found on or near the property, a property owned by her uncle, Louis Boyce. Since she was 40 miles from home, it's a strange coincidence that she's either on or near the property owned by her family. Louis Boyce has been the main suspect in Barbara's murder and kidnapping since 1995 or 1996, but he's never been arrested for it. There's also been other suspects, but nothing has come of that either. During the 2.5 months that she was missing, hundreds of people crowded Steubenville streets for candlelight vigils. Children refused to go outside alone. They didn't want to walk to school. They wanted their parents to take them. I remember seeing kids walk to school in groups so they wouldn't be alone. I also remember that seeing some of her classmates wearing yellow ribbons to school while she was missing. The FBI rented office space in Steubenville, while Findlay and Allegheny County Police combed the airport area looking for her. But yeah, poor Barbara's murder has never been solved. There hasn't been many updates either. And it's very sad. This is a little 13-year-old girl who had her whole life ahead of her, and somebody violently took it from her. And it's not fair. I hope someday that they do solve her murder and justice can be served for little Barbara. She deserves that. She deserves to be able to rest in peace. And her family and friends deserve some closure in knowing who took her life. I thank you so much for listening to this. I really wanted to get her story out there because not too many people talk about it. Not too many people remember Barbara, except for those of us who actually lived there in Steubenville when this happened. But yeah, thank you so much for listening and hearing about little Barbara. Bye for now.